What is up, guys? It's Metro Storm St. Louis here. We have severe thunderstorms likely on Sunday. Now let's get into it. There's a day 3 marginal risk from the SPC, which is pretty good. And now I'm going to say it's isolated severe storms for now, but I'm pretty sure with a marginal risk this big and 29 million people in it, I'm sure that they will issue a slight risk. Next. So it essentially says 250 to 500 joules per kilogram of CAPE. This could be enough for stronger linear segments like bowing segments to organize along the surging cold front. Isolating damaging winds is the main threat, but a brief tornado or two are possible. I also think there might be a slight risk of hail within this, but I don't know yet. Once again, it's too far out. And the line will move pretty quickly. Now, earlier it was also saying this probably will make a Qlcs thin, but yeah, like a thinner but long Qlcs is what it said earlier. Next, this I just wanted to show is an AI model called the CSU-MLP, and it's showing a slight risk centered around St. Louis, and it includes like Indianapolis and all those areas. And this is it compared to the outlook from SPC. Next, I really did want to show this model. While it doesn't showing it being strong, the NAM3KM does under-exaggerate all these kind of things. Like the other day, it showed purple, like this bluish color, and maybe isolated yellowish colors on radar on the model, and on radar it was reds. But it did show this, which is interesting. When the setup forms on Sunday, this is when it's going to happen, there's bowing segments, and those bowing segments do intensify as the system moves on. Like you can see there's clear bowing segments there, and they only seem to intensify. And I do believe that there could be bowing segments, not 100%, there could be bowing segments for St. Louis. Now, the last model I did want to look at real quick is the RRFSA. Now, this is a prototype, but last time I put it on here as a joke, and it actually, what it said was going to happen is exactly what happened, which was really interesting, and it has been getting better. It's still being worked on, but I think it's been getting better. Now, here's what it shows. It shows first, around early Sunday, some rain swaths start to show up. These will most likely be subsevere. And then there's an isolated severe threat up there in extreme northeast Missouri and southeast Iowa, And these probably may not pose a major threat other than hail and maybe a brief spin-out tornado. And then the line intensifies. Then the line grows, and it's weak right here. But then you start to notice an isolated cell fires, and then all the rest of the line does the same. Eventually, these storms have hail cores and stuff, and these would probably be able to have bowing segments, brief intensifying segments, and maybe a brief spin-up tornado as the line moves. And then it transitions into a more damaging wind threat as the system moves on. And now this is around Monday when it hits down where my lake house is. So we might get to see both ends because we're leaving for my lake house on Monday. So we're going from St. Louis down to the lake. So we might get to see both ends of the system. Probably not, though. I wouldn't count on it, guys. And it's still strong as it goes down into Kentucky and Tennessee before finally fizzling out. And yeah, that would be an intense system if that were to happen. Now, I do think that it could warrant a slight risk. That's why the CSU-MLP has that highlighted. So we're just going to have to see what happens, I guess. All right, that's it for today's video, guys. I will be doing a live stream later of my NOAA radio going off and giving you guys a forecast, I guess. And it has no ads, unlike services like websites that do that. All right, make sure to like and subscribe, guys.